Did you know that nearly 1 in 4 engine failures are due to stupid mistakes drivers make? And over half of these are caused by poor oil changing habits. That's why we're breaking that can wreck your engine. Stick around for the last one because we've all been guilty of it, and it's a $4,000. What you don't check might just blow up in 30 seconds. Mistake number 1, running the engine immediately without checking for leaks. Oil gushes out faster than you can blink. Modern engines don't wait. They pump oil at speeds up to 40 liters per minute. That's enough to empty your crankcase in under 30 seconds if there's a leak. And leaks happen more often than you'd think. One slip up during your oil change, and you've just set your engine up for disaster. When oil flies out that fast, your engine overheats almost instantly. Metal parts grind without lubrication, bearings fry, and pistons seize. Don't rush. After adding oil, pause. Look underneath the car for any fresh drips. Wipe around the filter and plug, then check for seepage. Once everything looks dry, start the engine and let it idle. Wait 30 seconds, then shut it off and inspect again. Pressure reveals leaks that gravity doesn't. All right, you made it. And now it's payoff time with the bonus hack. Switch oil viscosity with the seasons. Oil viscosity isn't one size fits all. It's seasonal armor for your engine. That smooth 5W30 might glide perfectly through spring, but come winter, it can thicken into syrup. Crank the heat in summer and it thins out like water. That mismatch can turn deadly for your motor. Too thick and your engine struggles during cold starts. Metal grinds on metal before the oil can even move. Too thin and high heat breaks it down fast, leaving bearings screaming for help. The wrong grade leads to noisy startups, flashing oil pressure lights, and premature wear. Worst case, you could end up with a seized engine and a repair bill north of $5,000. Match your oil viscosity to the climate. During Arctic winters, reach for 0W20 or 5W20 for fast flow. In scorching summers, you'll want the muscle of 10W40. Your mechanic won't tell you this, and your manual probably won't either. Mistake number 2. Missing timely service maintenance. There's a myth that automatic cars require little to no maintenance. Believe it, and you're cruising straight toward a $5,000 repair. Because you don't see pedals and other stuff doesn't mean automatic cars are cheap. They are complex beasts. Fluid lines, sensors, solenoids, and electronics all have to work in perfect sync. That's why they often require more care than manuals, not less. Yet around 75% of drivers miss their scheduled service intervals. Not because they forget, but because nothing seems wrong until it is. It starts small. Overdue oil changes, skipped fluid checks, ignored filter swaps. But these minor delays silently wear down critical components. That $250 service you put off? It could snowball into a blown transmission, fried engine, or total system failure that leaves you stranded and broke. And don't think parking your car for months saves you. Sitting too long without maintenance just invites corrosion, dead batteries, and sludge buildup. Your car doesn't need constant babysitting, but it does need timely care. Show up early, or else your car will force you back with a bill that bites. And finally, the one culprit drivers think makes them look smooth. Trick number 3, question every urgent repair. You walk into the dealership for an oil change. You walk out with a $1,480 estimate and a panic attack. I've been on the inside. I've sat in meetings where service writers were trained to upsell fuel injector cleanings, brake flushes, and multi-point inspections that magically always find $600 in urgent repairs. One guy tried to push a throttle body cleaning on a brand new Corolla. I fired him on the spot. Here's the truth. They're not paid to protect your car. They're paid to hit monthly quotas. You don't need a $400 fuel system flush at 30,000 miles. You don't need spark plugs re-gapped on iridium tips. And if they say your brake fluid is black, ask to see it. 9 times out of 10, it's fine. Want to protect yourself? Get a second opinion from an independent shop, or better yet, a mobile mechanic who doesn't have quotas. Ask for photos of the issue. Ask for the spec that justifies it, because trusting blindly is how you donate to the dealership's Christmas party fund. Number 4, driving below 1/4 tank. There are a lot of myths about how much fuel should be in your car. We did a full video on this, and you should check it out. 9 fuel myths stupid people fall for. Many people believe that driving with low fuel will damage their engine, but that is false. It will damage the fuel pump, which sits in the fuel tank and needs gas to keep it lubricated. When the tank is low, there isn't enough lubrication for the fuel pump, so it overheats. The fuel pump, including labor, will cost between $500 and $1,000 to replace. That is why you should keep the tank at least 1/4 full. The next set of car repair secrets are the real money savers. Ignoring any of these could lead to extremely expensive repairs. Secret number 5, tighten your suspension bolts regularly. There's a reason why NASCAR pit crews retorque hundreds of bolts before every race. Suspension bolts are the weakest link of your suspension system. While they don't break easily, they get loose from vibrations and wear and tear. And if you do a lot of off-roading or drive on unpaved roads, they will wear out faster, 38% quicker, in fact, according to a study published in the Journal of Automotive Safety. So, if your suspension system is built to last at least 50,000 miles, it will wear out around 36,000 miles. Yikes! Driving with loose bolts will damage bushings and ball joints and might even crack the frame. It can also cause alignment issues, uneven tire wear, and in some cases, complete parts separation. That is how gruesome accidents happen. Fortunately, this is an easy fix. Whenever you rotate your tires, which is between 5,000 to 8,000 miles, have your bolts retorqued. This might cost you an extra $100, but it will save you thousands and help prevent accidents. Seeing as we're on